a strict price negotiation, and then option D does not come into play. But option C is always necessary to get through it.
Partially.
Now, a good way to achieve a win-win agreement. Create value, huh? Yes. That's the most important thing. And you look at the problems like something that both teams together can solve. Of course, for that you need to trust your counterpart as well, but the most important is to create value. And then the key to a compromise. Yes. It's the number D. Compromise is actually a second rank outcome of a negotiation. Sometimes it's unavoidable. If you really get stuck in a negotiation, you said, okay, now let's do it this way. You give me something, I give you something. And then we leave it at that. But actually, it would not be the optimal result of a negotiation. We talked about the example that where one party needs a distribution channel, other party that has a distribution channel needs product to distribute. In that negotiation, you can both get exactly what you want. And we try to put a negotiation in that framework. Now, it's important to support your position with logic, passion, credibility, or subsets of those. Question 5. What do we think?
All of the above?
All are important. All are important.
Yes.
The logic, to make sure that that the outcome is actually good, that you don't make a mistake in thinking. Passion. It's also easier for you to convince somebody if you're passionate about something. You know, well, I don't care so much, you can take it or leave it. That is not the attitude that will give you a good result in a negotiation. And then credibility. Of course, it's the consistency of your speaking. If you present yourself at a certain level or as a company, then it should also be credible. People should not start to think that you're different than what you actually present at the negotiation table. Now, you cannot get a win-win if the parties' positions are incompatible. What do you think about that one? Is that true or not?
No.
Yeah. We say it's not true because positions and interests may be different.
Yes.
And your initial position at the negotiation table may be, you may change it when you realize what the other party can do for you. Remember the example that we had about the salary negotiation, and the person who wants to come to work wants 2,500 euros. The company said they cannot go above 2,300 euros. If you look at it at that level, you say, okay, negotiation stops. This is it. No party wants to move. But then we thought, okay, we're looking at currencies, things that you can add to the negotiation that may be as valuable to the person that gets into the job as the 200 euros that is still difference between the offer of the company and the salary requirement of the person. And so the initial positions maybe may not, finally after negotiation it may turn out that your interests are different from your position because you actually did not know what the other party could do for you.